Hello everyone, my name is Shoshi. I'm the founder and CEO of SensoLeak. I'm sorry I couldn't be there today, but thankfully technology allows me to introduce SensoLeak remotely. I will not dwell too much on all the slides because I only have 5 minutes, but the presentation will be available to anyone who wants to learn more. SensoLeak has developed a statistical algorithm, a software that can identify very small deviations from the norm. We apply this to pipelines, gas, oil, water, and/or rotating equipment, pumps, compressors, heat exchangers, gas or wind turbines, or basically anything with an engine. Fundamentally, we're a big data analytics company, so we do not do any hardware, nor do we require any additional installation of sensors. We connect to the SCADA or the server or the database that collects all the data from existing sensors that were installed by our clients. We analyze it in real time in order to identify defects or the beginning of the processes that would lead to critical failures in the future and to prevent them. Our preventive or predictive maintenance solution combines AI, machine learning, and IoT, and it's a plug-and-play solution. Since the algorithm is a machine learning algorithm, no human intervention is required, and whenever there's a deviation from the norm or a defect in the pipeline or around it, the algorithm will present an alert and show the location. It runs online in real time 24/7 and does not require any additional hardware in order to run well. We utilize pressure and flow rates in real time in order to see how they affect each other. The innovation lies in the correlation, where we're trying to explain changes in one of the variables by the changes in the behavior of the others. And that's how we manage to eliminate the noise and reduce false alarm rate to virtually zero. I'd like to demonstrate how it works on a project we've done offline, even though our system runs online usually. This was a water pipeline in the Netherlands that had a leak of 5 days, and even though they had 3 leak detection systems installed, none of them could detect the leak until someone called and asked them if he needs to pay for the new pool in his backyard. Very funny for us, not so funny for them. We analyzed this event post factum, and here are the results on this slide. The upper chart represents the training phase, where we train the algorithm to recognize the norm so it can detect any deviation of this operational norm. Y-axis represents flow, x-axis is time. Maximum flow in the pipeline was 8,500 units. What we're looking at is basically a very good training of the algorithm, as the green and blue dots overlap almost entirely. The blue are the real transmission rates that were provided by the client, and the green is our algorithm estimating what they should be. The fact that they are so close together means the algorithm was trained well. The only time there's no overlap is right here when the leak occurred. Lower chart represents the testing phase, what we call, or the leak itself. Again, y-axis is flow and x-axis is time. Let's start from the end. Here is the leak. It started on December 9th and was going on for 5 days. We think the 3 leak detection systems couldn't identify the leak because it was less than 1% of the flow. It was 80 out of 8,500 cubic meters. Not only did we identify this at 1%, we set our threshold at 0.1%. Everything below the yellow threshold is normal. Everything above the yellow but below the red is an escalating defect, and everything above the red is the critical failure. Here, a leak. We try to explain how our system works, and by showing this, we demonstrated that we could have prevented the leak at least 2 weeks before it happened. We actually identified the reason for the leak as well. It was inner corrosion eating the pipeline from the inside. And the algorithm shows some deviations from the norm 2 weeks before it happened. This was just one example on a pipeline, but it basically works on anything with a sensor. So it can go to any piece of machinery or anything that's being monitored in real time or close to real time. Thank you all very much.